Today we are looking at living with grief because immediately you've lost someone and you're in that mourning or that season where you just bereaved and there is nothing you can do. It's just thinking about them, thinking about the memories, we call them fond memories, and you get to, with time, you get to learn how to live without these people, but you don't forget anything about them. You know, my day-to-day work is about dealing with widows, to some extent widowers and orphans, and nowadays I have also learned you can also learn how to live and cope with grief after losing a parent. Right now we are looking at the best things that you can do so that you learn to live with grief. Number one, I have said seek out for caring people. What do I mean? It is you find friends and relatives who can understand your feelings of loss. It's either you join support groups with others who are experiencing similar losses of loved ones, or you can decide just to be somewhere, go out with people who understand you and start talking about it. It helps you to speak. Speaking helps you to just let out what you are just packing inside your heart, what you are just packing inside your mind. Speak it out, let it out there. Number two, express your feelings. If you're grieving and you want to learn how to cope with grief and to live with grief, it's okay to tell people no. Personally, I've found myself saying no to people that I really value, I really treasure, because it has helped me to work out the grief process as I continue to walk this road. Point number three, we forget ourselves. I thank God for there's so many people who have been checking on me. I have found myself forgetting myself most of the time because of my daughters and also because of my dad. Take care of yourself, take care of your health. Let me tell you, sometimes you can confuse fatigue, you can confuse illness with grief. You have to take care of your health. You have to be healthy so that you can continue grieving as a healthy person. But when you decide not to take care of yourself and you become ill, or rather you're sick, and then you're going through grief, my dear, it's not going to work on you. Another thing that my therapist helped me with taking care of myself was I was not eating. As I told you in the previous videos, I'm a very poor eater, especially during loss and grief. So I resolved not to cry so much, but I tend to lose weight because I don't feed. I don't feed at all. And when I even feed, I don't feed properly. So my therapist got me a timetable. Like, she doesn't want to know where I am going to get money from, but she insisted you have to take fruits, you have to carry fruits, you have to get your flask, carry some tea, carry even one slice of bread, then you have to put something in your stomach. Do you have such people in your circle, especially when you're grieving? If you don't have, you have to look for them. It was that time that I needed just to be carried and to be babied and to be helped. So when you're living with grief, it's okay for you to learn and to accept that life is for the living. It takes effort to begin to live again in the present and not dwell in the past. It will always take efforts for you to realize that you have to live again in the present and not in the past. The past is gone. Tough to believe that it is gone. Tough to believe that as I speak to you, my mother is 6 feet under. But it is also taking a lot of strength for me to believe that. The other thing that you have to do, you have to be patient with yourself. One day at a time. Be patient with yourself. Do not move very fast. Life is for the living and there is nothing you can change. And because you're still alive, just be patient with yourself. Don't be in a hurry to do anything. Finally, for today, you just have to seek help when you need it. Like, you wake up in the morning, you feel like you can't go to your kitchen and prepare some tea. Please call your neighbor if you're in good terms with them, and I expect you to be in good terms with your neighbors. Call your daughter if she's doing well. Call your son if he is doing well. Call your auntie. Call whoever can rush to your place. Just when you need help, please seek for help. My widows all the way from Baringo, some from West Pokot, they took it upon themselves to deliver honey, pure honey, into my house. Why? Because I needed help. And when I needed help, I spoke about it. And because I spoke about it, my heart was so open. The doors to my house were open. And these people, they found a place where they were accommodated and accepted. And therefore, they would bring anything even before I asked for it. Just because I had asked for help in advance. Seek for help. You can't walk this journey alone.